everyone, welcome to Tuesday. New time just for today. We're here for a rebound class. We're going to do some brain games. We're going to work on some coordination, some eye exercises. And first off, I just want to say thank you for switching it up today with me. We had a little snafu. It's a day of not attendance for students in the public school system. So this working mom had to do a little switcheroo on the scheduling, and I appreciate you switching around with me. I wanted to get you your class this week, and so it's coming to you whether you're here live with me, good morning Joy, or whether you are watching in the future. So all you need for yourself, for your class today, is yourself, your rebounder, and a little bit of optimism and some good humility, because chances are you're going to get a little confused today. You might get a little frustrated with the brain games. Listen, the point of anything we do involving balance and coordination is always to just throw you off a tiny bit. And the reason behind that is because that's when your brain is becoming stimulated. Now, if it's so much so that it makes you feel dizzy or nauseous or like everything's going to pot and you're just not in your body, that's a sign that this class isn't for you, or maybe the games are too intense for you today. It might also be a sign to check in with your doctor and say, hey, I did this brain game thing and it just was overwhelming for my nervous system. All in all, what we're going to do today is not super duper intense, so if I just scared the heck out of you, not to worry, it's going to be pretty simple. In the meantime, just a warning, just a little, caveat that if ever an exercise class feels like super overwhelming to your system, it is always a good signal. Just like give a check to your doctor, hey, like something's going on, I need to check in. Welcome to all of the new subscribers. I'm so happy that you're here and you found me. I know most of you are finding me because hopefully you're finding these classes a little more approachable, a little more meaningful, a little more reachable to what you need. So with all of that said, let's begin standing. Here we go. And maybe even you're finding the channel a little more real. Is that a lot of thing? Let's start standing right in front of our rebounders. Take your feet nice and wide. I'm going to push mine back a little bit so I can have my feet in the frame. We'll take a deep breath in. Reach your arms up. Stretch up and out of your waist and your hips. Let's bring your right arm down and just take a long diagonal reach. You don't have to take so much of a side bend, just more of a reach up to the sky, down to your ankle, and then big breath into the ceiling again, and then to the other side. Big stretch all the way over. Good. We'll do it again. Now, think of your body as a piece of toast inside of the toaster. You don't want to be leaning too far forward with your upper body or too far back with your lower body. You want everything to be in one nice plane. This toaster is made for you, however, so don't feel like you have to be smaller or bigger than you actually are. This is just a chance to find yourself in a nice alignment, head over shoulders, shoulders over rib cage over hips, hips over knees, knees over toes. You got me? Good. Let's take our arms out to a T. We're just gonna move our ribs slightly to the side. And I'm going a little hesitant, a little cautious here. My lower back have been acting up a little earlier this week, so I'm just taking it nice and easy. Anytime you're having some tension around your spine or your back, for any of you with disc issues, you just ease in. I always tell my private clients, we tiptoe up to the edge of pain, we kind of peek around, we see what's going on there, and we do what we need to do. If we need to ease on back, that's fine. If you can move around that pain, that's okay too. We'll go for 3. If today's not the day, sometimes that happens. Last one here. All right, come back to center. We're gonna take a hip hinge forward and then bring it back up. I'm gonna show you what that looks like from the side. You're just leaning forward, trying to make a nice 90-degree angle at your hips. If you need to bend your knees to make that happen, go for it. Just hinging forward. Should feel like a little stretch to the backs of your legs. Maybe a little support through your spine. Good. Reaching long through your head and tail. Good. We'll go one more time. Let's take your hands down to your knees. Hold right here. And then we'll take a little cat-cow, rounding your spine, looking deep into your belly, arching your back, looking up to the sky. And again, rounding over, arching it up. Let's take 2 more times. I thought I put my little timer on, but there we go. Round it, maybe a big exhale here, arching up. Rounding again, arching your back, and let's round one more time and roll all the way up through the spine to come to the top. I'm gonna come over to the side. We're gonna do one more little ankle mobility and knee mobility exercise. So whenever we're practicing any sort of coordination or balance, I like to make sure the ankles and knees are nice and warm, all the joints, really. So let's place our, whatever foot you want to start on, right on top of the rebounder. We're simply going to just lean in. Make sure your heel is really pressed down, grounded into the mat. Deep bend in your knee. If it goes forward over your toes, that's okay as long as there's no pain. Just don't go so far forward that your heel lifts up. So I'm gonna put a little pressure on my thigh to kind of weight into that leg and then come all the way up. So yeah, it's a lunge, and I'm trying to find the range that feels like it's really warming up my knee, hip, and ankle. So for you, it may be more, it might be less. Just try to find that place where your knees aiming over, I would say your second and third toe for now. And it feels like you're putting some weight down into the bungees, pushing the mat down into the ground. Good. We'll go a couple more. And if you peek down and you start noticing your knee tracking over your second and third toe, that's what we'll call kind of a neutral alignment, a centered alignment. Now we're gonna play. If you have any knee issues, be very judicious, careful with the way you go about this one. We're just gonna track the knee just gently over the big toe, just to get a little bit of stretch and a little healthy stress through that area of the knee. If it doesn't feel good, you go right back to the center alignment, okay? I feel like because on the rebounder, we're landing on an unstable surface, it does help to prepare the tissues in lots of different directions. So if I come around in this direction, I'm just kind of aiming it over my big toe, just getting a little bit more attention around that area of the knee. Not a super amount of weight or stress, just a tiny bit. Good. Once we do a couple of those, then we're gonna do the same thing over the fourth and fifth toes. Again, slightly, just a little bit to the outside. So now the knee has had an experience of reaching over the middle of the foot, the inside of the foot, and then the outside of the foot. And a lot of times when we give our body the opportunity to kind of rehearse all of those positions, it's not so jarring if we happen to find one of those positions up at the top on the rebounder, okay? Maybe two more. Good. All right, go back through the center one more time, see how that feels. Oftentimes going in the inside and the outside will make the middle a little bit deeper. I hope that feels good. Let's do the other side. Place it right back up, reach it through. Good. You can go at any pace you want. If you need more stretch, certainly take your time. If you ever need to pause a video and take more time, I want to encourage you to do that. I had the interesting experience. I taught my class last night in person, and then I took a sound bath right afterwards. So I was like, I was very tired after I taught my class, so there was that, but also I think she put something in those bowls. I was knocked out. Let's go ahead and aim the knee over the big toe now. Maybe about 4 or 5 times. It was beautiful, but it was also like feeling all sorts of different today. Just good and different. I don't quite have the words to describe it today. Rested, but also exhausted. Excited and awake, but also wanting a nap. It's a very interesting feeling, you know? Good. All right, let's go to the outer edge of the feet over the fourth and fifth toes. Good. So we're just prepping our knee to move in lots of different directions. So as we start to bounce, it's ready to take on the coordination. Good. And for any of you who have had knee, hip, ankle injuries, this is a really simple way to warm yourself up and get yourself ready to bounce. You know, I know there's a lot of workouts where you get up there and you start jumping up and down right away. Quite honestly, at this stage of the game for me, I would rather stay injury-free. And having had a few of them over the past couple of years, it's much better. All right, if you're feeling it, feeling good, try going over the second and third toe, maybe one more time. All right, friends, are we ready? We're gonna step up on top. Let's go ahead and stand our feet a little wider than hip width distance apart. We're just gonna start here with a health bounce, kind of shaking it all out. So widen your feet, plug into the ball of the foot behind the big toe, and then the ball of the foot behind the fourth and fifth toe. And of course, the center of your heel. Unlock your knee, and then just find that beat and bounce down. All right, just working on general, boring, old, yet important alignment right now. So you've got our hips over our heels. We've got our ribs over our hips. We've got everything really just held in a very agile way in the center. So one of the things I like to think about when I'm bouncing is that image of a ball right in the middle, a ball in my abdomen, whatever color you want it to be. It's right between the ribs and the hips, and your muscles and your breath are just hugging it there. And so if you were to shift over onto one leg, you could bring the ball with you and you could hold it over your right leg, let's say. And then as you shift back to the center, the muscles on the front, back, and the side would hold it right into the center. And then if you wanted to go the other way, you would bring the ball with you. And that's one of the best ways you can manage your balance. So let's try it a couple times. Let's come back to center. Just take your hands on your belly, or maybe on your hips if you want to hold on to your low belly. So take a deep breath in. As you exhale, think front, back, side. And keep on breathing. Every time you exhale, you get another chance to hug into that ball. Let's bring our weight forward. Carry the ball with you to the front of your feet. Doesn't look like much, but now you might feel a little more work towards the front. Let's bring our weight backwards towards the back of the heel. Maybe you feel more in the front again, or maybe it's more in the back. Good, bring it back to center. Let's transfer our weight to our right foot, maybe half toe on the left. Feel that ball over to the right. Good, pull it back to center, and then over to the left. Good. And in a very nutshell sort of way, that's a good way to practice balance, all right? Let's reach our arms out to the side, bring it down. All right, so let's just work with that image a few times as we get a little warmer, as we start to build some bounce patterns, and then we'll bring in some brain games into the mix. But right now, I just want you to see as we move through our patterns, how much of the room can you see as you're moving your body? So panorama, yeah? Reach. Give me 4 more, out and down, out. Good. All right, let's reach forward, shoulder height, hip level, right beside your legs. Just keep those knees soft. Be aware of when your ball starts to bounce all by itself, yeah? Because that can happen. Turn into one of those wind socks at the car wash. You want to keep yourself contained for 4, 3, 2. All right, we're gonna do one arm forward and one arm side. Let's go left arm forward, right arm side, and then alternate. There we go. I couldn't get the words out fast enough. Reach and down, and reach and down. Keep going. Reach and down, reach and recover. Press and down, press. Good. All right, we got a tempo change. Let's do one more each side. Last one. We're gonna bend our elbows, bend our knees a little more, and see if we can pick up the pace. Can you find this beat? It's definitely gonna require that you bend your knees a little more, push down a little more, and maybe even hinge your hips a little more. So now that ball is right over the center of gravity. Yes. Keep breathing. Good. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's shift our weight over to the right foot. Arms to a T. Hold it here. Good. Keep going. Arms reach up overhead. How are you holding on to your center? You got it. That's it. Press it down to that T. Bring it back to center. Elbows pull back. Nice job. Excellent. All right, reach those arms out to the T again. Shift it over left. Hold it here. Good job. Arms reach up to the ceiling. Really nice. Arms back to the T. Bring it back to center. Elbows pull back. Really nice. All right, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, right. 1, 2, 3, left. Shifting weight and lifting the opposite heel. Good. Shift left. Shift right. Shift left. You got it. Shift right. Shift left. Good. So in your mind, see or feel, or I suppose you could also hear the ball. There you go. Good. All right, let's see if we can do this in twos. Bounce, shift, shift, shift. Yes. Are you aware of how you're moving your center? Now for me, I always have one side of my back that is a little tighter than the other. So I feel like one side wants to fly off the rebounder and the other side is a little more resistant. So I want to really think about that ball and how I'm moving it side to side. Shift, shift. Yeah, what about you? Good. All right, you have 8 more counts. 8. Then we're going to take out the center bounce. We're going to go side to side into a bounce balance. Are you ready? Here we go. All right, here we go. Push. Now we are shifting side to side, just a little bit. But what happens if you just pump the legs right underneath you and keep that ball stable? Move your legs, but keep your center strong. Good job. Push, push, push. You got it. Staying right here for 8, 7, 6, 5. Good job, everybody. 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Give me a high bounce. Nice work. All right. We have made our way up to being a little warmer. We're going to come into our first official brain game. It's going to be a simple one. I'm going to pin my hair back. You will need your eyes for this one. And you always have the option of stepping down onto a more stable surface or holding on to a counter using some kind of balance aid or holding onto the wall, anything you need, okay? But for now, we're gonna come into a stance that's a little more narrow than you were before. Alternatively, if you need a wider stance for balance, choose that one. We're gonna begin with your left hand out front. Line it up with the tip of your nose, and we're looking at your thumbnail. So from here, we're gonna start by turning your head and tracking your thumb as you bring your thumbs up out to the side, and then as you bring it back to the center. We're gonna do that 4 times, all right? So put it out in front, look at it, and track it. Now as you're looking, I want you to try to only see your thumbnail and only take your arm as far out to the side as you can. Track that thumbnail. If you feel really wobbly, especially up on that rebounder, remember your ball, but also you always have that choice to come down and stand on the floor or on a surface that's a little more stable. And I will say that I chose purposefully to work in bare feet today, which If we're doing a more cardio, kind of heavier impact workout, lately I've been definitely wearing shoes. But because this is going to be a little more brain-based, I want to feel my feet on the mat, even though we're wobbling. Good. Okay, bring it down, blink it, shake it out. Excellent. Let's go to the other side. Thumb up, find your thumbnail, ready, set, and go. And again, just tracking, do the best to keep your knees unlocked. Just a little kind of micro bend so you can ebb and flow with the movement of the bungees. And of course, you're trying to do your best to move your head and neck without the rest of your body. It's always hard to demonstrate and do these exercises with you, understanding that there's something that I'm doing that's also a compensation. But we don't judge here in this channel. We're all on a journey of learning and discovery. Nobody wins the ultimate movement challenge. We're all headed to the same place in the end, right? We just want to be here having a good time while we can. Am I right or am I right? All right, last one. Good, okay. So that's our first little brain game. I'm not gonna tell you too much about it right now. I do want you to take a quick, tiny little balance test. Stand on your left foot, lift your right knee up. Stand on your right foot, lift your left knee up. Rate it for yourself kindly on a scale of 1 to 10. A 1 is there's no way I can do this. A 10 is I can do this for 30 seconds or longer. Okay? All right, great. So we're gonna come back to the center. We're gonna go into a little march, 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 march. We'll be speeding this up in just a moment. So get the basics. Stand, stand. It's so hard to go slow on a bouncing thing, but I'm giving you this tempo in case you need it. So this is gonna be your basic tempo for marching if you need it. And right now, we're gonna pick up the pace. Here we go, march. All right, if you can, march with me right here. Go ahead. All right, we're gonna do a little movement in between, working on coordination. In 4, 3, we're going out, out, in, out, out. All right. So the good news is the steps won't be too complicated, but the coordination might do us all in. We'll see. All right, good. So we've got our out, out, in. That's our basic march step. If you're going slow, keep going with this. You're simply gonna go out, out, in. You're doing half time, okay? If you're going full time, you're going here. Now I gotta think about this. I can do it, but I can't say it. We're gonna punch with the opposite hand of the leg that's going out. So let's slow it all down. Step out with the right, punch left, right, left, right, left, right, and obviously I'm saying the arms and not the feet. Okay? I'm not okay. Let's just try it. Boom, boom. Punch with the opposite arm as the foot. And remember, I'm reversing these directions to mirror you, so it's very hard to say the right thing. All my teaching friends say, as soon as you start to giggle, Jenna, we know that you're just like about to be super mean with it. Okay. For 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, stay. I know. All right, listen. So we have these arms. We're gonna go 1, 2, open, close, open, close, 1, 2. Open, close, open, close, 1, 2. Again, 1, 2, open, close, open, close, 1, fast, ba, ba, open, close, 1, 2, 1, 2, open, close, 1, 2, 1, 2, open, close. I could just see the facial expressions, joy, open, close, 1, 2, shake it out. Will that come with feet? It will. All right, let's get the legs, no arms, ready? We go, out, out, in. So in your mind, we're gonna say, 1, 2, open, close, 1, 2, 1, 2, open, close, 1, 2, 1, 2, open, close, 1, 2, ready? Here we go. 1, 2, open, close, 1, 2, 1, 2, open, close, 1, 2, 1, 2, open, close, 1, 2, 1, 2, open, close. I don't think about it. 1, 2, open, close. Good. 1, 2. I can't help but crack up. 1, 2. Ah, she almost lost it. Boom, boom, open, close, 1. Uh-oh. Dance it out, shake it out. You did it? You tried it. We all tried it. It's that thing where your brain starts leaping ahead 6 steps, trying to figure out, because one thing we don't like what we don't know. So we try to get in front of it and make a judgment call to figure it out as quickly as possible. The problem is, we're not always right. And most of the time we're not right, to be honest with you, because we try to quickest way. What is it? I don't know. That was hard. All right, we're back to brain games. If you need a drink of water, get back. We're gonna go into our second round of brain games, very similar to the first. We're gonna check and see how it affects us. Listen, if these games make you worse, please don't worry. We're not like killing brain cells whatsoever. You're learning that either the game is beyond what you need today, or sometimes it's just not the right game for you. This is the hard stuff. Like again, when it comes to the neuro movement, we always want it to be pretty cut and dry, and a lot of it is very simple, but there's nothing wrong with you, okay? We're just watching our thumb. All right, here we go again. This time, no head movement, just eyeball movement. You can do it on the floor if you like. I have to hold my chin here, otherwise I cheat. So we're gonna bring that left hand up again. I'm looking at my thumbnail, find the ball, and then we're gonna track with our eyes. And you're only going as far as you can take your eyeballs over. Don't lock out your knees. And then bring it back over. Go about 4 or 5 times. Now, listen, anytime I start to move my eyeballs, I get dizzy. I am a chronic migraine sufferer, and definitely have my medications, but eyes are a challenge for me, so I'm just being very aware of that for myself, and I'm sharing that just in case. You know, I always like to normalize the things that feel like, so much of fitness feels like you're supposed to be superhuman and perfect, and humans are so messy, so imperfect, so stinky, so messy, you know? All right, bring it all the way back. I'm certain my chin is all over the place, but such is life. Shake it out, blink it out. We go to the other side. All right, hold your chin if you know you're a cheater, like me. Bring it forward, find your thumbnail, and track it with your eyeballs only. Good, yeah. I find I have to really be in the mood, like a curious mood, to do these as well. You know, there's a time and a place for like cardio and strength training, and there's definitely a mindset for like mindfulness and brain training, you know, like you can't go in needing to like burn off some cortisol or whatever It's not exactly how that works, but, and like suddenly be interested on your neural patterns. I don't know, maybe you can. I shouldn't say never. Never say never. One more time. Wow. All right, as you get back to the center, shake it out. How are we doing in the chat? Blink it out, shake it out. Let's go back to the first little test we did. Balance, better, worse, same, question mark. Sometimes better, sometimes worse, sometimes same. I'm sorry I can't be more like diagnostic for you, but this is a trial and error piece for sure. And I feel like for some of my clients, like we do this on a Tuesday and their whole life changes. We do it on a Thursday and they don't feel great. So we do it on a following Tuesday and they feel awesome. And it might be a combination with the sleep they got and the food they ate and the other movement they did. And the end of the week isn't a great time to do brain games for them. So you kind of have to figure out, you know, the right formula for you. All right, listen, we're not quite done with all this stuff, okay? So when you're ready, let's come back into the center. We are going to come back into our basic bounce. So let's find the down bounce, bend your elbows, and pull back. Do the best you can to find your tempo. And I'm just taking a minute to work my way up, relax my feet a little. Good. Keep going. It's hard, yeah. All the brain games are a little more than we're used to doing because, you know, our eye muscles are still muscles. They're definitely connected to lots of different aspects. I mean, that's how we're taking in information, but it's also influencing a lot of our decision making too, about where to go, how fast to go. You know, last night we were leaving the sound bowl thing and one of the girls who had taken my class was like walking in a zigzag pattern ahead of me and I was like giggling watching her, but then I realized I was doing the same thing and I started giggling at myself, and it was just like we were both so kind of loopy from the meditation that it was just like none of us were really feeling that we could do much at that time. Our eyes were not helping. All right, are we ready for round two? Let's jump out for 4 and in and out and in and out and in and out. Hi, Tracy. In. My eyes aren't working to read now because I'm bouncing. In. Out. In. Good. It's a little easier to do my bouncing in shoes, I'm not gonna lie. All right, listen. We're doing our 4s now. This is your half-time foot movement. You can always go back to your marches too. Or you can go 2. This is what we're working up to. Because in a second, we're gonna go, hold on. Keep going. We're gonna go. Okay, I need to get my head on straight. All right, come back into center, bounce down. Stay here. Let's get the arms ready, go. Punch, punch. Where'd my music go? Oh. Bounce down. Sorry. 4, 3, ready, arms. Punch, punch, open, open, pull, pull, punch, punch, open, open, pull, pull. All right. Are you ready? Just the legs, 2 and 2. Out, in, out, in. Okay, we can do this. In 4, we add the arms. 3, stay low. Ready, set, go. Punch, punch, open. I should. I screwed up for the beginning. Ready, 2, 1. Punch, punch, open, open, go. Punch, punch. Guys, I lost it. It was so right there. Oh, let's wait for the next song. Maybe it'll be better in the next song. All right, that's down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This might be a real-time example of brain game 2 not working for me. That's okay. All right, 2 out, 2 in 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold on. Out, in, out, in. All right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Punch, punch, open, open. Punch, open, open. I made it too hard for myself. Oh my God. Let's try it again. Boom. We tried. Failing miserably. What we didn't do is say it in our head. Let's say it in our head 4 times. Then we'll add the arms. Ready, set, go. Punch, punch, open, close, open, close. 1, 2, punch, punch, open, close, open, close. 1, 2, punch, punch, open, close, open, close. 1, 2, punch, punch, open, close. Ready, set, go. Punch, punch, open, close, open, close. 1, 2, punch. Holy shit. Punch, punch. You all, I failed miserably. It's not happening for me today. That's okay. We're gonna keep going. It's fine. I'm gonna fail on live situation. I'm gonna go back to the marching. That was the one that worked for me. Wow. Open, open, close, close. If you want to do the other one, don't be my guest. Remember that what I was talking about earlier about feeling off? All right, say the words with me. Punch, punch, open, close, 1, 2. Punch, punch, open, close, 1, 2. Punch, punch, open, close, 1, 2. This is the one that I can do today. The other one, not so much. Good. So what do we do when something is screwing us up? We downgrade until our brain can handle it. And it's not an ego thing. It's recognizing the capacity. Good. Punch, punch, open, close, boom, boom. Open, close, open, close. Punch, punch, close, open, close. Last one. Open, close. That one feels like it should be so much harder for me, but I'm not sure. Not happening for me either. Well, listen, I appreciate the honesty. So good. All right. Should we just play around a little bit? Bounce, balance. Let's shake it out. Good. All right, let's just move. We did a lot of good things. We've got one more little brain game to play for our spine. Yeah. Doubles. 2 on the right. Good. I don't like messing up on camera, but also it is a good lesson. Good. Back to singles. Walk it in, tiptoe. Good. We're gonna take both feet down, close chain. We're gonna do a little tap out. Take that left foot. We're gonna tap, 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 side. Front, side, back, side. We did this the other day in our bone building. little faster, but I like it. Good. 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 One more. Front, side, back. Bounce down in the center. Okay. Ready? Other side. We go. Front, side, side, front. That back doesn't feel as clear. Go for it. Hey, at the very least, we're moving and grooving. Good. For 4. Come on. 3. 2. Last one. Open your legs wide. Bounce down. Let's finish strong. For 4, 3, 2, 1. High bounce. Let yourself go. Good job, everybody. Oh my goodness. All right, let's give ourselves a quick moment to calm it down. Let's grab a quick drink. Carefully dismount. I'm gonna bring us into a slower music, and then we'll come down to sit. Yeah. There we go. Okay. You can't do anything but laugh at these points, you know? I mean, at the end of the day, it is rebounding. It is trampolining. All right. I did think the other day that maybe this is, you know, if they have all these like artistic rebounding competitions around the world, like maybe if they open a over 45 division. I'm just saying, I wouldn't throw away my shot. If one more person sends me that lady doing pelvic floor exercises by bouncing on her butt. Anyways, all right, let's finish our last one. So have a seat. We're gonna do our thumb one last time. This time, we're gonna take our head up on the diagonal, back to center, head down on the diagonal, back to center. Head up on the diagonal, back to center, head down on the diagonal. All right, join me when you're ready. Again, about 5 repetitions each. Calming your breathing down as you go. Last one. Good. Come back to center. And then shake it out, blink it out, whatever you need to do. I'm totally gonna work on that pattern. I will come back next week, maybe. All right, other side. Bring it up. One of the things I like about the diagonals is that you get a little spinal movement with them too, yeah? A little rotation, which is nice. Doing the best you can to track. Stay focused. Try not to jump from one point to the other. Just keep a nice, smooth visual focus. Find our last one. And then we're gonna just jump up onto the trampoline one last time to try our balance, since that's where we did most of the other balances, unless you did yours on the ground, in which case you can do yours on the ground again. But if you did your other balances on the rebounder, come on up and take your last go round. Just see, better, worse, same. So I feel improvement after that one. Yeah, I feel improvement after that one. So in the privacy of my own studio, I might try that pattern again. The second one, again, anything with eyeballs only is a real, I don't want to use the word trigger because that's really used for like trauma, but I don't respond well to that, which oftentimes means, you know, I need a little work on that, and it does relate a little bit to the migraine stuff, so not great. But I definitely want to hear more from you, whether now or in the future. Let me know how that class felt to you. You know, both apologies and also you're welcome for the utter failure in the middle of class, because that's life. It happens. You know, it's pretty bold and brave to do a true brain game class, not knowing how at any moment, you know, my own body will respond to it, because I don't ever pretend to be perfect in this space. So I definitely am curious to hear how yours responded as well, and whether or not you want more of these formats. Lastly, there is no class on Thursday this week. I'm just using the time to put some finishing touches on upcoming events for March. So you will see the final schedule coming out, as well as some new membership options, which I'm pretty excited about. So be sure to check in on those things on the channel over the end of the week, and thanks always for being here. And if you ever want to show your appreciation, my Venmo is in the link in all of the class notes or the video notes. But in addition, if you're excited about the content that you've seen on this channel, consider becoming a member. There will be a couple of different options for just like pure support each month at a very low level, and then also to receive extra content. So it's taken a lot of organization at work, but I'm excited to push it forward. So I'll be looking forward to hearing your feedback. And if there's anything that you want to see more of, you know, I'm always open to suggestions. So please shoot me an email at coachjz@jennazaffino.com, or let me know on the socials. Instagram is where I'm most active. And I think that's it. Thanks for being here, everybody. Big love. Thanks for being in class, and have a good rest of your week.